Hello guys, this is DJC and welcome to this week's review of Class, and I have literally just finished it over there on my TV, just now. So at this point my head's just kind of repeating scenes and showing me, I'm imagining scenes again, seeing moments that your brain sort of picks up, I guess. So I'm basically going to do a review on it and try to not blabble on about how cool it was. So part 4 actually got a lot of hate on the internet for it being too much was held back. So I had massive expectations. They were huge. They were they were like Avengers 2 type expectations. And like Avengers 2, it was good. It was very, very good, but it wasn't big enough, really. It felt like we've got all these plot lines. Let's try and wrap them up, but let's try and wrap them up, but let's wrap them up abruptly. So this episode had so much to do because the first episode didn't actually do anything. You could have watched the Last Time trailer and just about understood what was going on. And this this episode here is what last episode should have been, but merged. I feel like they should have merged it together, cut out a couple of scenes. It might have seemed rushed, so maybe it was better to do it in a two-parter, but they could have done it in one part if it was really necessary. And with only 8 episodes, it could have been big. Well, it depends how many stories they've got. I think they're running out right now, because from the Next Time trailer looks a little bit more obscure than the other ones did. Well, obscure, and I'm talking about a Doctor Who show. Bit weird. So one of the biggest things in this episode, obviously there will be massive spoilers, by the way. So one of the biggest things in this episode was the April becoming the queen/king of the Shadowkin. Right, that's going to be interesting when they play that out later on in the series. It could go well. We could have an extremely good plot line, or we can have a rushed one, or we can just have an okay plot line with this. I feel that if they go into it too much, because that has a lot of power. It's like in X-Men Apocalypse, and they say that Apocalypse has got all these powers, and he's extremely powerful. He's quite hard to have moments when he actually is being defeated. But take that to he's a bad guy, so that makes sense. But for a good person or a good guy to have that massive amounts of power, that's not generally what happens. But it could go badly, because we could see all these armies, or the army of the Shadow King, just destroying everything. Would be a plot development that could keep popping up. Was that they would come in, destroy, well, not next episode, because next episode looks quite unusual, but maybe at the end of the series, big two-parter, stuff's going on, and then we get a blank screen. Wait, what? No. And loads of big stuff's going on, and then the Shadow King arrive and destroy everyone who's evil. End of series. Yeah, so it could go badly. And that's probably one of the biggest things. I feel like the parents' inclusion to going into the Karak was a little bit... It could have been seen to be a bit weird. because these people would seem to be perfectly fine with it being there, and well, not perfectly fine, but seem to be quite fine with it being there. I would be freaking out like, well, if I didn't believe it was real, but I'd be freaking out if all of this stuff really, was happening in front of me. I believe that Charlie does have a very big dark side, and that dark side could definitely be showing soon. His boyfriend, Mateus, is that right? I think that's right. I'm actually grown to like him a little bit more. At the beginning of the series, I thought, he's just gonna pop up from time to time, with his accent, and just say some stuff and then leave again. But he actually is having a bigger role than I once thought he was actually gonna have, and that's good. Because, well, these characters, if they're not part of the actual group, then they kind of get sidelined, and they only appear once or twice. But he's appearing in every episode. Bro, recently, I think he was in Night Visiting, and he was in the last 2. So he's been in 3 episodes so far. No, he's been way more than 3. He's been 4 episodes, 4 of the 5 episodes. I don't think he was in Coach of the Dragon Tattoo, was he? Yes, he probably was. And that is great to see him in it, and having an actual proper part of actual usefulness. There's the thing about the legs, which I don't understand. So she's paralysed, and they kind of just stick a thing into her, which, well, at the end of the episode 4, she just, and she becomes, she can move her legs. Right, okay, she can move her legs. And it seems to just be kind of said. And her character does get a bit annoying to begin with, because she's coming in, just going around with a wheelchair going, where's my daughter? It's like, please shut up. I know that she's alive. I know you don't, but I don't actually care, because I know she's alive. So I know what she's doing, because in a second it's going to cut to her. So I don't know, is that just me? I think it's probably just me. But how come, I feel like the plot line of the connection is a bit stupid though. So that's extremely convenient that happened. And then she's like, I can use it as a bottle. And yeah, that's very convenient. And that's my main criticism. I feel like the actual fighting that April does is a bit weird. It's a bit awful, to be honest. Well, my camera just went out of focus because I just did that really fast. What are you doing? That's kind of weird. I believe that's it. Yes, I'm planning to actually do a what we know so far video for the next episode, and from that forward. But I'm just sorry for not doing the previous episodes, because I did what we know so far ish about episode 4. So, but that was on Monday, and a lot has been released since then. And final thing, just remembered it. The eye thing that's in the back of Miss Quill's brain, if that comes out, she's got her own free will. But she can't use the cabinet, so technically she can just force him to use the cabinet. She did slap him, and his injury slightly changed during the episode, but wouldn't that just... I thought it was meant to kill him straight away, actually. That was weird. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. This has been DJ Studios. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. Why am I wearing this warm thing? I'm really warm. Thank you guys for watching. This has been DJ Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. And once I've finished wrestling my jacket, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.